Hello everybody! Your text animations might look fine, but with a few simple tricks, they can look like this. So here are 5 tricks that I use to make my text animations look way better. Let's open up Premiere. Number 1. Blending your text with your background. This is an animated background that I like and I use a lot, and I added some text on top. First, select your clip and go to the Properties panel. In here, select your text layer because we're gonna change the font to something that fits your video. I'll go for this one. You can of course do more to customize your font if you'd like that, all caps, italic, but most importantly, the color of your text. I kinda like the red glow underneath the text, so I'm gonna give it some red tint. Then click on OK. Now, you can add multiple colors if you want. Simply double-click your text. I want the number 1 to be blue, so I'll select it. Then in the Properties panel, open up the color selector again and change it to blue. And there you go. That already matches the background more. Number 2. Making the text move in the same direction as your background. Since our background is zooming in, we'll do that to our text as well, but with the grow effect. Once you have it, drag it to your text layer. Then head over to the effect controls, and if we play back our video, we can already see that the text is growing. You can actually choose how much the text will grow by changing the grow percentage per second. I think it's a bit too fast, so let's turn it down to 3% or something. There you go, that already matches the movement. Number 3. Adding effects for blending. In the project panel, click the new item button and choose adjustment layer. Then click and drag that adjustment layer on top of your text and background. The effects we're about to apply to the adjustment layer will be applied to every clip underneath, which means both the text and background. Now in the effects browser, find the volumetric raise effect and drag it to the adjustment layer. Then in the effect controls, you can adjust a bunch of settings to add God rays to your video. First, play around with the intensity, then the ray length, and then back to intensity. I always go back and forth between these two a lot. Keep messing with the settings until you see a subtle volumetric glow coming from the text layer. And that looks beautiful. Next, find the VR glow effect. Drag it underneath the volumetric raise effect and go to Luma threshold. Decrease it all the way to 0 first. Then play around with the radius and brightness. Now go and increase the threshold again just a little bit. Alright, now find the mosaic effect and drag it to the adjustment layer. In the effect controls, set both the horizontal and vertical properties to 200. That will make it look a bit pixelated. The next effect you'll need is wave warp. Once you have it, drag it to the effect controls. There you go. Now decrease the wave height to about 3, then the width to 400, and the direction to 0. Now set the wave speed to 3, and that's it for the wave warp effect. Now it's time to find the VR digital glitch effect and also drag that to your adjustment layer. In here, set the POI scale to 80 and the aspect to -100. Now before I'll show you how to melt the text with your background, you need to understand the importance of captions. And I understand you, the text panel in Premiere is a hell to work with. That's why I use Submagic for the majority of my shorts. I click the generate captions button, then upload my short. This is one of my short tutorials from my other channel, Photoshop Basics, and Submagic detects your language, and then click on generate captions. When it's done, you'll see a lot of options, but we'll focus on captions today. So here you can pick one of the animated presets. For my tutorials, I'm going with Nick lately. Then I adjust the scale and position until it fits my video, and then that's it. Wonderful. Also, everything about the captions is customizable, so you can let yourself go. A useful feature is the AI title and description. Honestly, I haven't really typed my own titles or descriptions ever since I have this, and of course you can also edit your captions just in case it got something wrong. But Submagic is so accurate I don't really have to do this, and that's also the reason why I use Submagic instead of the text panel. Then all you gotta do is click export, choose your settings, and that's it. Now you're ready to publish. I'll leave a link to Submagic down below. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. Okay, number 4. Melting your text and background together. To do that, find another VR glow effect and drag it to the adjustment layer. Set the threshold to 0, the glow radius between 20 and 25, then increase the brightness and play with the flow saturation. Now, this doesn't look good, it's too aggressive, and that's exactly why you need to go and decrease the opacity of the adjustment layer and decide for yourself how much effects you actually need. Time for number 5. This is kinda like a cut on action, but then in motion motion graphics. Let me show you. So right here you can see a huge text coming in. Then it slows down, speeds up again, and in the middle of the animation it cuts to a smaller version of the text, which continues the same movement as the first one. Then it speeds up and it transforms into a text layer that also continues the same movement. Let me show you how to do it. Alright, so as you just saw, I have 3 text layers. The first one is huge, the second one a bit smaller, and the third one fits my screen perfectly. Now to animate this, select the first text layer and go to the effect controls. In here, move the playhead a bit forward in time and set a position keyframe. Now move the playhead to the first frame of the clip and adjust the horizontal position property. We're doing that to move the text layer to the right, outside of the frame. That brings it in like this. Now to make the animation end smoothly, right-click the keyframe, go to temporal interpolation and choose ease in. Now expand the velocity curves and pull the lever of the keyframe to make the easing more aggressive. Now move forward in time, go to position again and move the text layer to the left until it's out of frame. This automatically creates a Bezier keyframe, which we don't want, so right-click it and then make it linear again. Now we want the text layer to start smoothly and to go faster, so pull the lever of the second keyframe again until you have this curve that kinda looks like a skate ramp. There you go. Now head over to the timeline and select the second text layer. Move the playhead to the first frame and add a position keyframe. Then move the text layer out of the frame again. Move the playhead further in time and adjust the position property to make the text appear. There you go. Now move forward again and now make the text layer disappear again. The only keyframe that needs some tweaking is the middle one. In the velocity curves, create this escape ramp again to make the animation move smoothly. Alright, now back in the timeline, go to your third text layer and then go back to the effect controls. The text is already centered, so I'm gonna set a position keyframe here and then move the playhead to the first frame of the clip. Now adjust the horizontal position property to make the text disappear. Alright, now don't forget to ease the last keyframe and adjust the curve to make it ultra smooth. Now you know how to create a cool text animation without effects. By the way, I cannot live without these 5 free plugins for Premiere. So if you want to check it out, click the video right here on your left. Thank you guys so much for watching.